everyone, and welcome to, I say this a lot, but I think this is truly
I'm so excited.
A special stream that we are doing here today. If you're watching this many years from now, I can't help but imagine this is going to be
notable.
A moment because our friends at Eric's Curiosa, the makers of the upcoming game Sorcery TCG, they have sent us a what are we calling it? A test.
It's been called a number of things: a sample box, production prototype box. Basically, it's what you request from a manufacturer to see how the cards look for the first time.
Box sizes,
test the packaging,
pack sizes,
those kinds of things.
How the cards are printing.
Yeah.
So I don't know the exact numbers, but I know that this box there's very, very few of these. And the game isn't even out yet. So like if you're watching this, you're wondering, when did I miss this game? It's not even out. It came out, they did a Kickstarter. The Kickstarter is supposed to ship late 2022. I think the retail products are supposed to start showing up in 2023. And this game is, if you didn't catch it, did we do an introducing series for it? We did, right?
Yeah, we did.
It's all just bleeding together now. Anyways, if you're totally new to this, we did an introducing series, 3-part series to kind of explain everything about this game. That would be a good thing to watch. But just a TCG hitting at the exact right time and doing pretty much everything the opposite of what is the assumed way a TCG has to do it. Little examples, the intent, as last I knew, was one set a year. A lot of TCGs trying to mimic Magic with a set every 3 or 4 months and keep that like just hype train rolling.
Aggressive, organized play,
Yeah, tournament focused, organized play. This is the opposite of that. All the art is hand painted.
Have you seen some of those paintings? Have you seen the actual, like, some of those paintings are giant.
Yeah,
they're amazing.
Itty-bitty too. Have you seen that? It'll be like on a little card, like literally like a postcard size thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the art was like actually painted in real life and then scanned in, and it's just you can tell from the way the product and the game is made, it's totally different.
And it completely is hitting on you and I's like childhood neurosis. I mean, it's just like, would you like to beam into our 13-year-old experience and produce like the thing that just brings that back to the fullest?
Yeah, and if you are here and you already know about the game or know what it is, whether now or in the future, I can't help but just, this is such a cool thing to be able to do. Again, for them sending this to us, for us to do this with, huge thank you and gratitude to be able to do this. It's just a real treat. The game's not even out yet, and we're dealing with proofs and prototypes and getting to play it in this form. A lot of times I don't like prototypes because you have proxies and you have printed cards and the game isn't really quite functional.
It's a bit different.
We played prototypes over the years, publishers showing us games that are like white pieces of paper with numbers on them, and I can't really get into it. This level of prototype, though, hitting right in the sweet spot for me.
Absolutely. My heart is actually racing a little bit. I'm so excited. It hasn't happened on a stream since probably the very first one I ever did. After that, it was all normal.
I don't know what's going on. Tim asking if my voice sounds more trebly.
That's a you problem. That's not a mic problem. A couple of notes on this. So we're going to bust this in. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a 3-part series. This is the first of it. We're going to do basically 3 ways to play Sorcery. These are not official formats. There surely will probably be some rules around how to do this. But Zach and I are approaching this like we would have when we were younger, when we loved life more than we do now, which is that we're just going to make our own fun. We're going to have a great time with it. This time around on this video, we're going to open 9 packs a piece, and that's going to be the collection that we have to build a sealed deck from. That's called the sealed deck format. And then we're going to be using some sites from the precons because, and I'll read some of the notes here, we may need to fill in some gaps with those for the sealed format. Then next week, we're going to do the same thing, but it's going to be a draft style format. And what I think we're going to do, we don't need to like draft, but it's the old game. We're going to lay a pack out. You get a pick, I get a pick, you get a pick, I get a pick. So we'll do it that way.
About it. Yeah.
And then we'll take that 36 packs that we've now opened. We will do a constructed game where you build a deck, I build a deck. We'll have to do some table banter to figure out who gets what cards. And then we'll play another game of Sorcery in a more robust format.
We all have our element leanings.
Yeah. So well, I think it will happen pretty naturally.
I don't think there'll be a big fight.
I can't wait to play Fire.
Yeah. We usually end up on the opposite side of the element spectrum, which is nice.
Some things to know about this box. I think the final product is going to be not a lot smaller, but smaller. I've seen some things come through from the Sorcery team on the Twitter and stuff about how they're shrinking down pack sizes and finding efficiencies there. So just expectations there. Make that correct or accurate for yourself. Some notes I got from Simon and Eric over there at Eric's Curiosa This box, these prints were not a randomization test, so it wasn't about perfect collation and is the randomization correct. What they really wanted to do is just see as many cards as possible. So this is not going to be indicative of the final product of Sorcery TCG. As such, none of the above are final. They've made changes across the board since these tests were ordered, all the way from card text to styles to quality. Everything may be different than what you see here today. They also contain no foils. If you've been following Sorcery, they've been doing some incredible work on foiling, and I'm going to freak out whenever I see my first one.
You see the tweet with the video? And
yes. Yes. I mean, just hitting it right in the feels, right?
And like the foil avatars particularly are supposed to be like
so
unbelievably rare, and it's I'm gonna have a problem. The Elementalist,
so good.
That's the card for me. I don't even know why.
Is it exist anymore?
I think it does. It just changed.
Better change.
Who knows? It'll be a surprise. Hopefully we open them at some point.
Another important thing, no avatars were in these booster packs because they had already tested the avatar cards in the pre-cons. So in the final product, Alpha and Beyond, you will get obviously everything you need to play the game of Sorcery in the packs themselves. That will not be reflected here. And I thought this was a hilarious comment from Simon. He said, actually, I think these contain actual printed prototype booster packs, but I haven't opened mine, so be prepared to be surprised. So we think that's what's in here.
So now we know there are at least 2 of these boxes, and Simon's got one of them.
And then lastly, you might have heard some stuff about silver packs. That was a different test, and they needed to test the packaging itself in this one, so that's why these are not the silver pack variations.
So I did see some, I think Red Zone Rogue had some packs they opened with it were silver on the inside, that kind of thing. So that was not that.
I think that was before they were actively testing the packaging. That was just kind of a wrapper that happened. I have some more answers here in case there's any more questions that come up. We should be able to help with that. And then finally, what we're doing...
I saw some questions about this.
What's that, with the cards themselves?
Well, two things. Someone was asking, are we going to show the card that we're sending with every booster box? So we have a subscription service. You can sign up to automatically receive these. A couple things worth noting that I see this all the time. The subscription is going to start with set 2.
Arthurian Legends.
That's right. Set 1 is, I think, just self-titled album, like Taylor Swift. It's just Sorcery TCG set 1. And... that is not going through the subscription. We knew a lot of people out there are going to be backing this game and or buying. I don't know. There's like an unlimited. Fab called it unlimited. I'm so out of my depth on the.
I think they call it revised.
Okay, so there's probably going to be a revised edition of this set for people that missed the Kickstarter. All of that is being skipped on subscriptions. It's likely we'll sell those as like individual items, and you'll be able to get those elsewhere.
On the site. Yeah.
But that second set, when it comes out, our subscription service, I was answering a lot of questions this morning in the Sorcerer Discord. But you sign up, and then 1 to 4 weeks before something comes out, in this case, Arthurian Legends, you'll be charged for however many boxes you signed up for. And then those will be shipped on a timeline to show up to you around release, like the release date. And through our subscription service, partnering with Eric's Curiosa, there's going to be an exclusive alt art promo card that's included with every box, not every shipment. Someone was asking me that question this weekend. Through the subscription service, so if you want to automatically get the second set when it comes out, it's a really easy way to do that. Which then relates to what we're doing with these cards.
Yeah, I was going to say that promo too will be presumably a hand-painted something, and Zach and I have thought about it often.
And we're not showing it.
Maybe weekly.
Not today. We will probably show it at some point.
We don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
We have no idea what it is, but when the time comes, we'll be able to show that off whenever the promo is. And it will be an alt art, not a different like card you can only play if you have your subscription. It will just be an alternate art version of an existing card.
Yeah, you don't want
because we're not degenerate. Like nobody wants that. That's lame. Yeah. Now what we're doing with these cards, which I found out later is insane, is every one of these cards that we open. So we're gonna take them. I think we're gonna sleeve them while we open them because who knows? You don't want to be that guy that was like chewing bubble gum and getting Doritos all over the cards, and then it's millions of dollars later.
There are some of these cards now that I've seen selling online for a lot of money.
Yeah,
which is part of it. But we are also planning on doing what you're about to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're gonna sleeve everything as we go, and then we're gonna be including these cards in shipments for the Arthurian Legends subscription release. So if you're on that subscription when Arthurian Legends charges, then we're going to slip one card into shipments randomly for Arthurian Legends. You might not get any. That's totally possible. That's
Prepare yourself.
definitely conceivable. So like if it's like, I'm only signing up because I want a guarantee that I'm getting something here, there's no guarantee there. I don't think there's no way that will be even possible. No. But you will have a chance, however many cards are in this box, it effectively is the chance that you have.
I think it should be like
getting a card in your shipment.
Close to 500 cards in there?
About 500 or so.
That's a good number of people. Also, Hank asking, we'll make an announcement when we start selling set 1. Absolutely. A few ways you can make sure you do not miss that. I'm going to give you 3 really good solutions.
Okay, hit me.
Solution 1, start a Sorcery subscription, because we will email everyone on our Sorcery list when something big happens, and that would be something big enough probably worth emailing about. Second thing, join our Discord channel. There's a Sorcery channel in there, and when there's big news that happens, there's a roles setting in the Discord or where you can get notifications when we're posting news or important things for games. So check that out.
What?
Right? Isn't that how that works?
Yeah, that's right. That's correct. Yeah,
and then number 3 is we have a community texting number that I manage, at least at the moment, and send updates there. So anything that I think is important, I'll send a text about, and you can actually you just text that number, and then you'll get some auto confirms and responses. But then literally just say send a text with the name of any game you want updates for, Sorcery TCG being one of them. And you'll be on the list of people that get updates about Sorcery. And I don't spam people on that, but if there is anything notable happening with Sorcery and us, you'll hear about it from there. Joe asking about an invite to the Discord. I'll grab you a link.
Yeah, you don't need to have one. It's an open invite Discord. As long as you got the link, you're fine. Yeah. It's also in the footer of our website. You can get it that way. Now, is this the kind of thing where the box is actually like... Yeah, should we be careful? I'm gonna should I keep blazing? I don't know. I'm like trying to be like
you can use
fun,
that. Just come right here. Don't cut the box open. We'll put the box back here. It'll be a fun thing to have on the display. There you go. Oh, you're doing it. You want to go topsy turvy?
Yeah. Hold on. I just want to. This one's for me.
You want this private moment?
Yeah.
Can we cut the stream for a few minutes and open a couple?
All right. Here we go. See, does it have that production smell?
It does. Hold on. It smells production.
All right, here we go. Let's go top down.
I got ahead of myself. So classic. This situation. Box works.
Yeah, love it.
Slide this back here. And these are definitely not final, right? We've heard that.
These are not final.
Oh, dude, look at this.
Final.
Oh man, first edition test on the back of this pack.
Cool.
We get 9. I'm gonna go get my 9 out. Hold on.
Yeah, let's get 9.
I'm gonna get in there. Let's go.
Couple asking, does subscription work in EU or US only? So it is worldwide. You'll just be prepared on the shipping front. Most of those subs we ship UPS worldwide if we can't have end-to-end tracking with USPS. There's only a few partner countries that do end-to-end tracking. So the UPS worldwide is expensive, but it's so that we can actually verify that the package arrives at your doorstep.
Yeah. And if you are international, one thing I've seen people doing is going in on shipments to...
What's up, Andrew?
Basically split the cost. We do have a cap of 24 boxes per subscription. But if you go in with someone, you can really mitigate the shipping costs. And again, the Alt-Art promo that you get with the subscription is 1 per box, not 1 per shipment. Someone was hung up on that. And that was eye-opening for them. Obsidian saying, save the pack wrappers. Yeah, so I've been doing it with the...
For real?
Well,
how does that work?
Well, like we have
like this... do we have to open them in a special way? Do we need to put gloves on?
No, I don't think you go that crazy. But we do a lot of throwbacks on Thursdays.
I need to go wash my hands again?
Like 13, 14 episodes into a throwback for the Lord of the Rings TCG, for those who are familiar. But when we do these, I always just put the package in there. Some of them being a little crumpled, but they're there.
As you can see, gloriously done.
Yeah.
All right, let's get those Hyper Phoenixes out, man. Let's go. You got those?
Yeah. So I've been hearing my whole life from Magic players, which I have not been one, about these KMC Hypermats. But then I saw this version that had a Phoenix on it, and I'm partial to Feeny. What's the multiple of Phoenix?
It's got to be Feeni, right?
Feeni?
Mm-hmm. Or Phoenixes.
Phoenixes?
If you're from Chelsea.
Phoenixes.
But you got look at that.
Here's the problem, though. I don't have anywhere near enough sleeves.
Oh, yeah, we will. For 18, what's 18 times 15?
It's like 300. It's
really?
not even close.
Well, you got another stack over there. We just need to get sleeves on them. I just want to start here.
Hold on.
These guys.
This is what we should, like, this is like a deck. This is not,
yeah, for the plane?
This is not a good, hold on. We need like...
All right. I got a stack here. I got a stack here.
We have a new problem.
I've got a stack
Let me
here.
Let me see. it's 600 sleeves. We're gonna sleeve every card.
Stack here.
That's where we're going.
Stack here. Yes. Yeah,
Every card.
Here.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me just see. Let me see if my local game store has them in stock.
I really just want to feel what those KMCs are like. Yeah.
I mean, I do too, but like I feel like sleeving 100 random cards that aren't necessarily.
There's only 100 in there.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Well, maybe I just use them. It's 270 apparently. 270. Lawrence said I've already got a subscription for 2 boxes. Thank you, Lawrence, very much. That's awesome.
Let's see. We're each gonna need. So technically, if I ordered 6 packs, we'd have enough to sleeve everything today.
What if I open this now, though?
Is that what you're wanting to do?
What's happening?
I'm gonna see if I can get these immediately.
Sure, yeah, we can do that. I don't care what sleeves they're in. I just want to make sure they're in sleeves.
I just feel like if you have to sleeve them and then unsleeve them to put them in a deck, it's like this whole thing.
So, yeah, this is where you get a little weird.
Let me just do this.
That's where that gets a little weird.
If you're wanting to sleeve them to protect the cards, you may as well put them in a sleeve.
He's explaining it.
If you take it out of the sleeve, you risk damaging the thing.
It's not that I'm weird, it's that I'm right.
Hey, you know what? Let's have first question of the day. Who thinks Zach is right out there watching this now live or later?
You're totally right, but I'm just here to open a pack, and like it's already happening, so those sleeves have got to happen.
I'm not even going to be here for it. You can do it by yourself. I'm gone. Just leave.
There's a card in there. A lot of cards.
They're busy.
Look, I'm Rudy. You ever watch those, Bryce? You ever watch those like alpha magic box openings he'll do sometimes? Or there's like constructed. They put them face down and they flip them up real quick, like ah!
I think they're going to be bringing us some stuff in a minute.
And then everybody's just like really just bummed.
Rain saying these should be going straight into graded slabs. Let's see. Did anyone say I was right? Randy saying Team Zach on this one. Studio saying agreed. Rain saying I think Zach is right. Yeah, see, I should ask more questions like this in general.
They're saying would like to see them use paper packs as fabulous. Technically, we don't know what the final packs are going to look like. I don't know if they're doing paper or not, but that would be a great improvement. Yeah, I do think they were talking about the space in these packs was too much. Yeah, they cut them down quite a bit. I've got just the strangest looking card at the top of this. We may be in for a real treat.
Dylan's saying lag
on this.
Everyone's saying they should be sleeves, so we got to wait on these sleeves.
Oh my gosh! Can I at least show the top card?
I mean, I think we can open one pack.
All right, can I just pull them?
Oh, it's a land.
Look at that.
What in the world? It's called Mirage? Do we have a pop that looks like that?
Is that what that looks like? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to look like that.
Look at that big. Oh yeah, look at that.
Genesis, you gain all element types until the end of turn.
Oh, that's so cool. It's Mirage. It acts as all land, but then it acts as none land. Yeah. For the rest of the game.
It was a Mirage. Woo. I'm destroying this first booster that I'm opening.
That's so cool.
What'd you do with your package?
Oh yeah, I put it down here in the garbage.
I'm gonna put it right here in this slot.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna see and look at how gingerly I opened that.
Yeah, mine was exactly the same. Look at this. You win round one, Wooly. Look at this. I got a watchtower. Nearby enemy stealth is negated.
Look at how beautiful these cards are, dude.
Yeah, man, this is the wrong direction for this. Oops.
I wonder if they were pleased with the quality of these enough to say like, yeah, we're happy with this, print these. Or if there were changes. This looks awesome.
The watchtower?
Looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks awesome, I agree.
I like this all. First card, someone's showing off the yams. It's a Mirage.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? That's kind of apropos there. So I'm just going to put this in this sleeve and keep moving is kind of where I'm at here. So...
You crazy.
Let's just...
I'm waiting.
Where are you waiting?
I can look at cards.
Where are the sleeves going? You know?
Well, they're hopefully going to show up when Ops is back around. Rain saying, do you intend to sell singles or only box subscriptions? We haven't crossed that bridge yet, but...
Oh my gosh, I love gnomes, dude.
It wouldn't be surprising to me if we were selling singles at some point.
I've always loved gnomes.
What's next? What is this?
Gnome Hollows, an exceptional site of cramped security.
I thought sites weren't going to be in here.
There they are. Avatars aren't, for sure. Yeah, we may need to pull in sites from the precons. Maybe we don't. We'll see. Minions with more than 3 power can't traverse these hollows. Oh, yeah. Also worth noting, like on Watchtower, it says an exceptional site with Vigilant Watchmen. So exceptional, but it's ordinary, right, is the lowest level. Ordinary.
You have 4 copies of an ordinary in your deck.
Yeah.
And then there's the exceptional, I think, is 2.
And then there's unique, which is 1. And then there's maybe rare, which is 3. We'll know. We're about to see it. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah. Slumbering Giantess. An exceptional mythic dozes peacefully. 3 cost, 2 earth threshold required, 5 attack.
Look at that, man.
And then Genesis, this Giantess sleeps soundly until damaged. You may attack your own minion, but both still deal damage.
That's awesome. You got to wake it up.
I'm going to guess it can't do anything until it's damaged?
Well, yeah, it's like a Snorlax.
That's
you
amazing.
played Pokemon. You got to get the flip.
Dude, Snorlax is like, as a kid, I remember every time I opened Snorlax,
too, yeah.
it was like, Elite.
Yeah, Elite is too, yeah.
It was just a little bit of a bummer. Like, you get your pack, and it's like even the foil Snorlax is a little bit like, ooh, you could have been a foil of anything.
Yeah, you're just sleepy.
Oh, dude, you got a relic.
It's an elite relic. That Devil's Egg. We had a lot of ideas about the Devil's Egg. Apparently, I don't think all the cards in the set are also not in these production samples. From what I remember
this isn't
from
the whole
Simon.
set.
This isn't the whole set.
Also, are the cards we're popping old, or are they matching what we've got here?
Those will be the newest iterations of the cards in terms of the text.
Not the ones we're reading from.
They may be different from the ones that we're reading. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Andrew's saying, for those unfamiliar, can you give an example of the rarity blurbs? Yeah, so basically, it's a mixture of flavor and also deck building restrictions. So anything that says ordinary, you can have 4 copies of. Anything that says exceptional, you can have 3 copies of. Anything that says elite, you can have 2. Anything that says unique, you can have 1 copy of in your deck.
Oh, also, somebody was asking this earlier. Yeah, so these are older cards. Subtle. We're popping the newest versions of the cleaned up text. This is notable. So the distinction between the sample cards and the alpha Kickstarter run is that the samples have the copyright symbol in the artist line.
Instead of the alpha symbol.
The alpha product, we replace that with the alpha symbol.
Smart.
And then the prototype cards are not legal for gameplay moving forward.
Yeah, but they are legal for beautifully displaying somewhere in your house, like in a frame.
They're legal for 10 years from now, opening up a binder in the middle of a sorcery convention and everyone freaking out.
It's like, you have one of those. Yeah. This may be one of my favorite cards so far.
What do you got?
7 League Boots. It's an exceptional relic
so good looking,
of breakneck speed. They got the wings on the boots there. Genesis, the bearer of these boots, has +7 movement until the end of turn, after which it is instead only +1 movement.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So they can zoom around with their 7 League Boots.
Everything they're doing is so flavorful. It hurts. In a way. Okay.
And I'm going to be slowly sorting these.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, wait, do I not want to...
I'm going by element. So I have my land up here, or my site. Element, and then we'll go...
You gotta watch out. You don't want to breathe on them either,
I know, I'm being very
careful. They're so beautiful.
I got a unique card.
A unique card? What is it?
And this card looks awesome. Occult Ritual. 1 cost. You ready for this? Unique Magic of a Great Awakening. Gain 7 mana.
Okay.
Turn 1, gain 7.
Yeah, but that is where the one-of thing actually makes... It's like you can't count on that.
Never.
1 of 60, right?
But occasionally you just do an occult ritual and gain 7 resources.
Just like Bugatti.
That art is so good. Look at that, the skull in the smoke.
Man, this is such a privilege to be able to do this.
It is crazy. We're gonna be here a while.
Just holding it's one thing. Obviously, we see the art. We look at the.
Be careful.
Oh yeah, we got drinks coming too.
I'm gonna let you explain that one. Can I ask a favor, Ops? I put an order in for sleeves.
Keep that away from your cards.
Yeah.
Man.
For those that weren't with us last year, I dunked a cocktail straight into my laptop. That was a couple $1,000 mistake. So let's not make another one of those today.
All right, so let me complete this thought also, because I can tell you the actual experience of holding the cards. I know this is technically very lame, but the actual experience of holding the cards is so nice. It is these full art. Finally, somebody's just like, yeah, why are we covering this up? Ashes figured it out. Sorcery figured it out. We don't need all this crazy templating. Let the art go. And it looks so good. And to hold it as these little paintings. Look at this. Look at this humble village. Just look at that. Look at that.
We need the whole village set.
It's incredible.
There's 4 different ones of the same humble village, I think.
To see it physically, to hold it, that's what this game is all about, you know?
Yeah. We went to remember the museum we went to in Dallas?
Is there a Zach button?
yes, please. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Thank you very
You
much.
just became customer number 1 again.
We'll check your ID later.
Okay, thank you. There you go.
Okay.
Now I can start sleeving.
All right.
It just feels like it genuinely feels like you're looking at art.
I suppose we are.
When we're playing card games, you typically are, but like it feels like it's being treated like art.
Yeah, and they're prioritizing the art over the text, not in a way that it's I don't know what the card says, but it's just obviously the art is coming first here.
Yeah, I also I don't know how much of it's gonna stick, but stuff like on this Slumbering Giantess on mine where it's like sleep soundly until damaged. Personally, having to like figure out what that actually means
Is exciting.
is appealing to me.
I'm sure they changed it. Once Tim and some folks got in there, last thing they like is ambiguity, you know?
Yeah, but I sure do.
Heaven forbid. Okay.
All right. Man, some lucky person out there is going to be the owner of these 7 league boots.
That's right. And these gnome hollows. This watchtower. That watchtower is beyond. It's so good. Jeff.
I do like that watchtower. Did you get a watchtower?
Yeah.
Watchtower for everybody.
Andrea Modesti. Keep your eyes on that one. That's just awesome art. It feels like a really high-end, like Carcassonne.
Mess with the edges of these.
Yeah. You got to get that 10 grade. Obviously, we're sending these all to like Beckett
right.
afterwards. Or
That's
whatever.
actually the secret. We're getting them all slabbed.
Whatever that means. Okay.
Oscar, Cocktails and Sorcery. I'm jealous as hell.
Blink.
That card looks awesome.
Ordinary quick short distance magic. Move target friendly minion to a nearby site. If it's cast on your turn, draw a spell. You gotta love that. Movement and a replacement effect. Now again, a lot of the text you might see on the screen will be different, but we'll read it anyway.
Belmont.
Remember the history.
Longbowman. Range +1.
Hey, you know what? Those range rules have changed.
Ooh, tell me more.
Check this out. Because they probably realize that range in every game is so bustedly good.
Yeah, just whatever you're thinking, make it half as good.
That's
and then
what they did, effectively. I think it changed at least. It's all highlighted. Check this out.
Oxfordor saying holding cards is unbeatable. That's why your webcam leagues are so fun.
Yeah.
It is totally different.
All right. Where's ranged?
I'm gonna read another
Just
card
saw
while
it.
you're
Yeah,
looking
go
it
for
up.
it.
Wall of Ice. An ordinary aura of frigid resistance. Conjure at the intersection of 2 sites. This wall extends 1 step to the left and 1 to the right, and it blocks the movement of ground minions. Genesis, draw a spell. So you basically put a wall between 2 locations.
Don't you love it? Wasn't there was a game where you could cast walls. I did a lot of wall. Oh, that was actually when I was playing War Machine with that old mage.
I don't know why. Like anytime I played an RTS, walls and towers were like I always went there and it was always never good enough.
Yeah.
You gotta build your economy first.
Yeah, those games are all economy. It's the worst.
I also got Scourge Zombies. Ordinary Undead Grasp onto the life again. When these zombies die, burrow them instead of discarding them. Unburrow if a mortal dies nearby.
Oh my gosh, Zach.
Isn't that so good? Your face when you realized what it did was so fantastic. You couldn't handle it.
Oh my goodness. That is so good.
I'll tell you what, somehow they put pirates in here, and it makes sense, and I love it. I got an Old Assault Anchorman. A lot of Anchorman jokes could be happening here. 1 cost water, 2 attack. This Anchorman and nearby allies are immovable by enemies. They're anchored.
Oh, of course.
Genius.
Check this out on range. So one of the things that this was all changed, ranged X. The target must be not on your site. So range units can only attack into opposing sites. So
Okay.
if you move a unit into my territory, I can't shoot you anymore.
That makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
It checks out.
Because otherwise, it's just so good all the
is
time.
that thing?
That's my classic swamp buffalo. Look at that thing.
Oh, I didn't even look at the back of the card.
Look at that.
Look at that.
This is the Jussie Pilkus. This is one of Tim's favorite artists, right? It's like this really vibrant style.
It's a very unique style. It's got like the black lined edges, right?
Yeah, it's almost like a tattoo style, isn't it?
Yeah.
It says the swamp buffalo is an icon of contentment. That's all. Just flavor text. Just a 1/2.
You love to see it.
You'd love to see a water card.
I got some gray wolves. Ordinary beast of the wooded wilds. These wolves get +1 power for any other gray wolves nearby. There's no limit on the number of Grey Wolves you can have in your deck. The Wolfpack, baby.
There's just a deck. It's just right there, isn't it?
I'm going to be building that one.
So cool.
Also got a Cloud Spirit. The art on this one is really cool. I did not notice the figure.
Dude,
the figure
isn't it awesome?
Yeah.
That Cloud Spirit is the jam. That's one that I chose to put in our original newsletter when we announced Sorcery. Is like, once you get this, you get this game.
Yeah. It's subtle, but beautiful all at the same time.
Check out this Outback Strider. That's a fire unit there. That's fire, right?
Yeah.
4 attack, 4 cost. May be summoned in any site in the leftmost or rightmost column, but not anywhere else. Has to come from the Outback.
That makes sense.
The range.
Good 4 for 4 there, too.
Yeah, right? And you can just throw it on my side.
My first fire card, Firebolts.
Pretty good one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Is that easily? It's got to be easily. Yes, I knew it.
Spellcaster fires 3 bolts. Each, in any cardinal direction, they each deal 1 damage to their first enemy hit. I love that.
Do we have fireballs? We're popping fireballs? Look at this card. Hold on, let me see this card. Yeah. This is literally me staring at the player's handbook in like 7th grade. Crazy.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
It's so crazy to see this. He has such a style. Whew. Iconic.
It's my first fire card.
Look at Haste.
Nervous. Whoa.
Tell me that's not a knowable card.
It's disgustingly creepy.
Mm-hmm.
But also great. Ordinary magic of utmost urgency. They're just having a good time with this one, man.
Turns out that really does make an impact.
Well, I got one of my favorite cards called Berry. 2 cost Earth card. Target minion relic on a non-water site is burrowed. Big on. Ooh, dude, look at this Lone Tower.
I love these cards. The sights, man.
When you play it, gain a mana until the end of turn. I love it.
Look at those sights.
Don't mind me. What's that?
The old Coral Reef Kelpie. It's the classic. You fought against this thing. You can submerge it. It's a 3/3 ordinary beast of the tidal wilderness.
I can't wait to get our boxes in.
I know.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I was not. I thought I was excited. I thought I was ready. I was not ready. This is such gloriously creepy art. Swan Maidens. Have you seen these things?
Oh yeah. Airborne and they can submerge. That's so cool.
Crazy.
Look at how creepy they are.
They are so creepy.
Apprentice Wizard here for air. An ordinary mortal, untrained in restraint. It's a spellcaster, so you can cast spells from this. Usually it's only your avatar.
Nice.
And then when you play it, you draw a spell. So it replaces itself. Pretty solid.
Rimland Nomads. 2 cost fire. I love this art. I love this art. Movement +1 and fire immunity. I love the flavor text too. Just put 1 foot in front of the other.
Man, that is amazing. This looks like old Planescape art from back in the day. It's so good, man.
Solar God 03. Asking how do the cards feel?
Apollo?
These feel great.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to feel them too much.
It's just...
I'm just trying to get them right into the sleeve.
Yeah, it's just awesome.
But yes, I like the rounded corners actually. That's not common, right?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's normally that rounded.
Here's a that copper card. Here's a Spring Tunic. They're rounded. Standard.
Let's see. I think it's more rounded.
Oh yeah, it is more rounded.
Yeah. I could feel it.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of a...
I don't know if they're sticking with that. Obviously, we're on prototype.
We'll never know. I mean, we'll know soon whenever we get our cards. But
Andrew's saying, I'm actually jazzed this is going to take so long to come out and be so long between releases. I honestly think it's like a weird advantage of this game, the slower pacing. And it's just, it's sort of like treating the art as art. It's a very intentional, slower paced. I don't know, you have time to enjoy it. It's not going to be buzz and like constant releases and constant changes, but it's more exploratory to me. Like I feel like I'm in less of a rush to get through all my boxes and figure it out, right?
Yeah, it's a sink-in kind of project.
What'd you get?
Look at Sidewind, man. This is an awesome card for air. So you can move any number of choose any number of minions and move them 1 step the same direction, right or left.
Slide to the left.
Like
including your opponent's minions.
Look at how good that looks. Yeah.
Yeah, like all the wind and stuff.
It's so good. Like some of these cards in foil is going to be out of control. I'm going to lose my mind. Ogre Goons. This is a classic from Jeff Minges. These goons must attack an enemy minion if able. But look at that. Come on. This is a classic art. This reminds me of like playing old computer games even.
They're gooning around, man.
Just there. And then finally,
Uh-oh.
the Nice Gnoth Gnomes.
Oh, you got the Gnome Town going.
And the Gnome Burrow. So I got a gnome pack.
I hope we get enough gnomes in this box for you to gnome around in the end.
It's burrowing, and they may unburrow at any site in the span of Earth they are within. At the end of your turn, you may burrow them. That's so good. So they act like a lot of those water units where they can unsubmerge anywhere in the big Earth pit, basically.
That's crazy.
They can come up anywhere they want because they're freaking gnomes, man.
Yeah. It's like water inside of Earth. And of course you like the gnomes somehow.
Wow, yeah, somehow.
What up, Mike? Foils and decks saying that's risky. Yeah, if you're playing Fab, apparently it's dubious. Man, I keep doing this.
All right, number 2.
How you feel about your seal pool so far?
I feel nothing about the playability of these cards
me neither.
right now. Wait, that was a clean open, right?
I was
there.
literally asking myself, how could I destroy this package as much as possible? That was this one. Oh, dude. First card in this pack. The Bane Spider. Look at this thing.
Oh yeah.
Look at the skull and the spider there.
Come on, man.
An exceptional mythic with a stony stare. Genesis, the spider destroys another minion on its location.
No, it's just like a straight up removal.
Gone.
Doesn't it not even a limit?
No limit.
In this game, somehow I don't care at all.
Yeah, it's just how it works.
Check out this Shifting Sands, exceptional sight of furious speed. This is a fire. Until end of turn, minions summoned nearby can move and attack right away.
Game ender. I got an exceptional sight. Vantage Hills. A rugged sight with exceptional views. Ranged minions here have +1 range.
Awesome. Awesome. There's going to be so much to do with all these different archetypes. That's a beautiful card.
Yeah. There's the sun slowly rising in the background.
Man. Look at these Mordric Druids. Another Jeff Minges piece.
That's great.
Spellcaster, damage to your avatar from a nearby site is also dealt to opponent's avatar.
They're like sending it through the stones.
Yeah, they are.
Through time and space.
Oh my gosh.
Meanwhile, I got a gruesome card. The porcupine pufferfish. Look at this thing. There's a
Dude, that almost looks foil from here.
there's a family feud outtakes video.
Amazing.
The porcupine. You should look up Family Feud porcupine. You'll have a good time. I swear.
This is so awesome.
Submerge, waterbound,
Look at
lethal.
that.
So if it hits you, you die.
That's so awesome. Ooh,
Reminds me of the Sarlacc.
look at these exceptional beasts fly out to greet the moon. Palabury bats. 2/2 airborne and burrowing. They can do both. They can fly and they can burrow underground. To the bat, it is the world that's blind. To the song-spun tapestry of its kind. Why do I love everything they're doing?
Dider saying it's odd how this retro art just works for this game. I think it's odd. It's very intentional and it's amazing. But
Kind
yes,
of is the same spirit behind the design of the game, you know? It's like, what are you setting out to do, and then somehow it works.
Rain saying I just doubled up my subscription.
All right, let's go.
Amazing. We couldn't do anything we're doing, including this stream, without all our subscribers. So huge shout out to everyone out there signing up. Someone had a question. I was trying to find it.
This is also awesome. I can't believe it. Check out the Sisters of Silence. Look at the art on this.
That's so cool.
Look at the light and stuff.
Yeah. And she's doing the...
Aussie Hayakala. These elite mortals are not to be disturbed. No one can cast spells, fight, or use tap abilities on adjacent sites.
Denied. Somehow, breaking
Somehow
the power
I
of 7, I don't care.
They can break the power of 7 all day.
That's the thesis
I'll
of the
just
game.
yell at you
We'll
until
do
you can't
everything
play
that you're
with
not
it.
supposed to do, and because we're doing all of it, it works. Doomsday Prophet, 3 cost, 2 red, threshold. Spellcaster, magic damage near this prophet is doubled.
See that again?
Magic damage near this prophet is doubled.
Uh-oh. Robert over there.
Robert's very excited about this game.
Let me tell you something. Robert has been excited about a game in a long time, since probably Warhammer Champions. I got a random text, and he's like, "Hey guys." So this has been the case with Robert across this entire thing, right? Sorcery comes out, and it's like, "All right, yeah, sure. You want to do a box split?" It's like, "Yeah, I'll get a box split. We'll get an box split. We'll get an element. I'll take water, you take air, etc." And then it's like, hey, do you guys... I think we shouldn't do the box, but I think I want all of the stuff that I've ordered. And then I finally talked him off the ledge on that. I was like, hey, man, come on, man. You already backed it. We thought we were getting into this. He was like, okay. Then I got another text. He's like, hey, I think I'm interested in playing all of the elements at this point. So what if we just did a 1.5 boxes each rather than elemental divide? And I was like, no, I want the water stuff. I was like, I'm trying to... At every turn, I'm just having to try to make him stick to the plan, man.
He didn't.
He's great, and he has to get it. Like it's an obsession to get it all correctly. Like it's like if I have the concept for a deck, I got to get everything.
Yeah,
make it happen.
I definitely appreciate as a human.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if it's a good deck. It's just like this is the theme of it. It has to be perfect.
It's not about the like optimal. It's just about the concept you're bringing to life.
Yeah,
it's cool to see. Dude, I love the coloring on this. The Spring River.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and keep going. I'm going to change us back to the... You can only comment if you've been subscribed for like 15 minutes.
Okay. I banned some bot.
Bot's annoying me.
Spring River. An ordinary sight of refreshing water. Genesis, look at the top card of your spell book. You may put it on the bottom. Look at the coloring on this, though.
Absolutely gorgeous. They got one of them newfangled printers. Oh, weird. I'm watching myself while I'm editing this
very
video. It's so
vibrant.
Strange.
Unland Eel. Terrifying.
That eel is sick, man.
Submerged waterbound. This eel gets +2 power when attacking as it surfaces. Just looks awesome.
Ooh, that's a great ability.
Pops up and pokes for 4. Okay. Where does it go? Oh yeah, now we're getting the fire cards. This is what we wanted. Sandstorm, an ordinary aura of blistering confusion. Cost 3, 1 threshold. Conjure at the intersection of 2 or 4 sites as long as at least one site is a fire site. When minions on affected sites move or attack, instead roll a d20.
Oh, here we go.
1 to 4, they move left. 5 to 8, they move up. 9 to 12, they move right. 13 to 16, they move down. 17 to 20, they move or attack normally. So there's a sandstorm. They can't see where they're going. It's a confusing time.
Well, that makes sense.
I just love that it has a d20 involved. You know this game's coming from a different kind of place when you start pulling out d20s from the collection.
You have a d20.
You do.
You're playing Sorcery, you've got one. Trust me.
Love this. Minor Explosion. Ordinary yet volatile magic. Splash damage. Choose a center site up to 2 sites away from your spellcaster. The spellcaster of this explosion takes no damage from it.
Yeah, that's a classic. Oh, that's got to be easily too, isn't it? Is it close?
Matthias Frisk.
Ooh, man. Right in the style. So Mr. Crom asking, why is there a distinction between the cards you're reading? So in our system, we have the newly updated cards with all the cleaned up text and the clarification of the rules. What we're reading is the early prototype versions of those cards, which is kind of cool so that when you're watching this back later, you can see how that card text has changed along the way, which it has changed quite a bit on all of those.
They actually got rid of the D20.
They got rid of the D20. What'd they do?
What's it called?
I mean, it makes sense why you would do
yeah,
that.
minor
I'll roll the D20 for
Sandstorm.
you.
Yeah.
It says players can't untap minions here the last 3 of your turns.
Okay, solid. Last 3.
that
See,
makes
you
sense.
take the fun away, you know. Thanks a
Well,
lot,
you know,
playtesters. Appreciate that.
Wow, this art is crazy. Boil. 0 cost 2 threshold fire card. Ordinary, quick magic of seething dissipation.
I got drowned to
Well,
counter your
my
boil.
berry.
Yeah.
Counter target water spell or destroy a water target near your spellcast. Boil. So I'm boiling the water.
Yeah, thanks a lot. That's going to come into play during our constructed stream, I'm sure. Ooh, Blood Ravens. Look at that. It looks great. It looks great. It looks great.
I need a soundboard where we can just say that.
Looks great. Looks great.
Looks
A
great.
cruel conspiracy of ordinary beasts. You deal damage, gain life.
Bedrock. Most solid ordinary site imaginable. Nearby sites are indestructible and cannot be altered.
Really? Who's blowing up sites these days?
People altering them, I guess.
Wall of Air. Did you see one of these? Did you
I
get
saw
that
Wall of
Air?
Ice earlier. What's Wall of Air?
Conjure at the intersection, obviously, and then you draw a spell when you play it. So you block movement left and right with this guy.
Snow Leopard. Prowling around. I love the Snow Leopard.
Got a Scarecrow Relic. An ordinary relic. At the start of each player's turn, nearby airborne minions they control must move away from the Scarecrow. Oh my gosh, Zach.
They're afraid of the Scarecrow.
Is that what's actually